So we have Siddhartha Khemka with us. There's about 15 minutes to go for the pre-open session. Siddhartha, thanks for waiting. Apologies. I trust you heard some of that conversation with PB Fintech. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I think if you look at on an overall basis, company has been showing a steady growth. Unfortunately, we don't have an official coverage on the stock to give you a final details, but I think at the space, if you see the digital economy, that is growing very fast, and in insurance, PB Fintech is doing I think it's doing a good job. In terms of absolute numbers, I think strong operational performance for the third quarter. And as we heard the management in terms of forward outlook and growth in some of the other segments, newer segments that they are getting in, I think market should be quite enthusiastic by that.
Siddhartha, hi, good morning. Wanted to get your thoughts in on SRF. The stock reacted positively, was up 6%, and after many disappointing quarters, Q3 was finally a good quarter for the company. There was a conference call post-market hours. What did you make of it? Because I believe there is an upgrade here by you.
Yeah, good morning. So definitely, I think the chemical business, the fluorochemicals as well as the specialty chemical business have started to witness recovery. And going forward also, we are seeing demand recovery, pricing improvement, and with the company talking about better product pipelines, we are seeing strong traction in the domestic market and exports ramp up also being witnessed. Apart from that, the packaging business that is also showing improvement, and the technical textile business that has been continuing to do well, and we believe that the current momentum would continue. The segment was not doing well. We also saw results from Navin Fluorine coming in late yesterday. That also came out with very strong numbers. And overall, we believe that considering the healthy business outlook across segments, we are factoring in a strong growth, 20% revenue growth, and back of improvement in margins, almost 50% PAT CAGR over the next 2 years. And hence, we believe that the current valuation looks attractive given the improvement in outlook as well as growth. So we have upgraded the stock to buy. We had a neutral rating earlier, and we have set a target price of 3,540.
Sid, a couple of stocks quickly, if you can cover. Loris usually has disappointed, but yesterday was a big move on the upside. Any thoughts here? Hitachi, I don't know about valuations, but it was locked up 20%. We had the management with us yesterday. And on the other side, Voltas, I mean, big volumes and almost a 13-14% sell-off yesterday.
Yeah, so if you look at Loris, I think clearly the negative news flows with regards to the US aid with the ARV, which is your anti-AIDS drugs, that was becoming a big negative. And a clarification came in where the US said that they are going to give a waiver for this kind of drug. So basically, the AIDS would flow back for this kind of drug. So that becomes positive. If you see on the overall results perspective, that has been coming out pretty decent. We are not seeing much of impact there in terms of the overall business, and hence I think looks comparatively better. Hitachi, we don't have a coverage, to be honest. Voltas, pretty bad numbers especially from the UPC business, and margins were kind of weak, and that led to a sharp disappointment. Compared to that, if you look at Blue Star, that has been consistently reporting strong numbers. Even for Voltas in the RAC business, the room AC business, margins, the market share loss, that is also quite concerning. So overall, I think with these kind of numbers and especially the margin contraction in the UCP segment, the market share dip, I think it's a negative outlook at least for the next few quarters.
Yeah, it's a hyper-competitive AC market, and Voltas has been struggling because of that. Cost of leadership, as some say, down 13% yesterday. So comment on JSPL, and how would you read this CapEx announcement?
Yeah, I think definitely that is something that has taken the market by surprise, and a lot of this CapEx that will go on could again lead to increase in debt and lower returns in the near term. And if you look at the overall announcement, I think that has been two-pronged new capex on the cost efficiencies. That will be definitely positive. That is something that market will take positively. But the crude steel expansion, that is something again in this environment, I think will not be that positive. So market will take that a little negative. Q3 results definitely has seen a weak volume growth. But the overall outlook for JSPL remains positive on back of the overall growth margins. We await further clarity as to the new capex plans to access the specific implications. So we definitely need to understand the details of the capex that the company is going to do.
Now that we spoke about SRF, the upgrade there by you, what about Navin Fluorine? Numbers look good.
Yeah, I think overall the fluorochemical business has been seen a strong improvement for Navin. The HPP segment as well as the specialty chemical segment both have seen strong improvement in this quarter, and there has been a beat in terms of expectations. As we are seeing the ramp up in the Dahej and Surat specialty chemicals are likely to drive higher contribution in the coming quarters. Plus, if you look at the new Fermion contract, that is set to contribute about 30% of the exports 100 million target that the company has set, and we are expected to see an approval by April-May of this year. So overall, I think the tone is definitely positive. However, what we are seeing is that there is some moderation in terms of overall, despite the robust earnings growth, we are rationalizing our earnings expectation to some extent. We have cut the estimates by about 6%, and the stock is already trading at about 48-50 times 1 year forward earnings. So we see a positive momentum in the near term, but from a long-term perspective, we have still not upgraded. We have a neutral rating on Navin Fluorine. Would prefer an SRF where the earnings growth momentum is much better and sharper for the next 2 years.
Okay. All right, Siddhartha, thank you very much for weighing in on all of the stock advice today. You have a good day, and we'll connect again soon.